What if I told you that Socrates, that has been killed over 2,400 years ago, is still alive? How would you feel about that? How would you? What's going to happen? What's running through your mind right now when I disclose you the most unbelievable, best kept secret of all time? See, for that reason, we need to go back in time. About 2,400 years ago, there was a room full of Athenians. There were about 500 people, and there was this one man in the room. Those Athenians, those Greeks, they didn't like Socrates. Why? What was his crime? What was that one thing that he was doing that was so impactful that the people that were in power in those days, they didn't like him. And for that reason, they gave him hemlock. Hemlock, Socrates took that cup and drank it without questioning it. 2,400 years after, something unbelievable happened. What happened? Something that is asking questions and also giving the profound answers. Something that boggles the mind of humans. Something that is so proactive. Something that is unbelievably destructive, yet constructive as well. I'm sure you gather it by now that I'm talking about the modern day Socrates, which is AI, artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, or Google Bard, or whatever you want to call that. See, 2,400 years ago, what happened that Socrates started raising the questions. Socrates was giving the profound answers. He was telling people. He was educating the children, the young adults, giving them the one and the only thing that makes humans humans, and that is the inquisitiveness, the thought process, something that in today's world we are not doing at all. What happens and what actually happened? How exactly people are falling into the trap of AI. People are so happy that for that some odd reason why they don't want to work. They don't want to work is a wrong way to put it. They just can't work anymore. See, for work, you must be able to think creatively. You must be able to think proactively. You must come up with solutions. You must come up with critical analysis of the data, all of the past records, all the future analytics that you are going to be performing, which would bring an impact to your business and eventually bring an amazing impact on the humans as well. But what happened? That has been taken away from you. See what happens? Our mind, when our mind is expecting or anticipating some kind of reward, it releases dopamine, and I'm sure that you gather it by now that dopamine is an addictive chemical. We have taken that liberty, that privilege away from us. We've taken it away. We don't want to construct anything. We don't want to come up with new ideas. We don't want to do anything which requires a lot of thinking. And that's exactly why I am connecting the dots from 2,400 years ago to today. That was Socrates, this is AI. He was raising questions and giving the answers. AI is also raising questions and giving the answers. The only difference is Socrates was making humans humans, whereas the AI is taking away the humanity or the only element that makes the human a human away from them. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is called the thinking of human mind. I am astonished. I'm absolutely astonished. Yes, there are amazing things that can be done from the AI. There can be so much impactful things that can be done by the AI. I mean, you will be able to predict the diseases that are going to come. You're going to predict something to do with your health, the financial modeling, the business, the marketing, the advertising, the trends, the past record analysis, the searches. Everything is right at the tip of your fingers. But the sad part is, I'd be doing the mechanical work, I'll be doing all the legwork, I'll be doing all the labor work, whereas the constructive thinking work would be done by the AI. And that, my friends, is an alarming situation. You're taking away the only liberty that your mind has, which is the reward, which is the reward that you're giving to your mind when you come up with something original, when you come up with something constructive, when you come up with something authentic. You take that away from yourself and you give that liberty, you give that reward to a machine, and that machine, ladies and gentlemen, sooner or later would take over the planet. The humans would be completely wiped off the slate, not physically, but probably mentally. We are so dependent on AI. The students, the professionals, everybody is extremely dependent on AI. Why bother thinking and coming up with creative ideas when you could just pop up a question on the ChatGPT or on Google Bard or anything of that sort, and they'll give you some profound answers that the other people would deem that you've thought of. But is it giving you the real pleasure? That is the question.